Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR today. It is now Friday morning, end of the week, August 7th, 2020. It's the man they call me today. We had a little confusion. Poor Damien got confused yesterday. It's your boy, but it's the man they call Meathead. Thanks for stopping by. It's Friday morning, end of the week. How's your week been doing? Glad you're checking in and listening in. Hopefully you're going to have a good day today. It's the end of the week for you. Get home. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Crack open a cold one of whatever libation you're drinking and make sure that you're liking, subscribing, and even leaving a comment for us. Tell us how we're doing. And, we're doing this for you, really. I mean, it's not like, I'm out buying, champagne wishes and caviar dreams on what we're doing here. We do this for you and we do this for your entertainment. So joining us Friday morning, every Friday morning, it's the man they call Matthew Thomas. Morning, Matthew.
Hey, good morning. Are you encouraging libation consumption in the morning? That's kind of what I took away from it.
Mimosa. I mean, if you need a little orange juice, a little champagne.
You just don't want to spill that orange juice on your $7,000 jacket. That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah. What you caught on to was the setup, and my friend, you just hit a first pitch fastball right over the center field wall. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That's kind of where I was aiming,
So we talked about it yesterday. I don't care. We're going to do it one more time. I need to hear your thoughts. I've watched it twice already. The debate actually just tickles me the right way. I thought it was absolutely entertaining. Before we get into Smackdown talk and more Marty Janetty news, I want to hear your thoughts on the Orange Cassidy, Chris Jericho debate. With special guest moderator
Eric Bischoff, not Mr. Belding. I know maybe I jumped on that horse a little bit too quick, but yeah, I loved it from start to finish. When they came back from that commercial, they were all in with the presentation value. Eric Bischoff, great surprise. I just wish we had an audience there. Can you imagine the pop that would have gotten?
Because he was back and better than ever.
Yeah. Oh, that was fantastic. And to have him set up there, I was so happy to see that it did not take place in the ring. I was so happy to see where it took place at with him in the center. Oh man, I thought the setup was great. The production was great. Loved the split screen so you could see the people's, each of their reactions.
Mm-hmm.
The graphic of the American flag and the Canadian flag, just the production, and then to have Cassidy opened his mouth the first time for that long, detailed answer on the global warming question. Oh my goodness!
The 1/8 of an inch.
Oh, yeah, great job, and just one of the reasons that AEW, they do comedy so well. It's not overdone. It's not cheesy. It's just it doesn't take itself too seriously, but yet it accomplishes what they want to accomplish. Great segment.
Give Jericho a lot of credit here. A lot of credit. One, he's probably said, I want to work with him. Two, I don't know if he's helping write or do whatever, but Jericho's little snappy insults Wednesday night, had me dying. It was... you got a salami face and you smell like car batteries.
It wasn't even a car battery. It was just batteries. You smell like batteries. Oh my goodness.
I may watch it again. Normally I delete the shows when I'm done with them. I didn't delete it on purpose to go back and watch that damn thing again because, you're going to go back to your Jamba Juice and I'm not going to tip.
And the pride that he had when he said that too, the pride that he said when he was not going to tip.
And Jericho looked good too. I mean, Jericho looked clean cut. I mean, he looked good.
Yeah.
The other thing, me personally, thinking that I've got a bit of a comedy bone in me. I'm wearing a $7,000 suit. You're not even wearing a $7 suit or something like. I've won championships all over the world, or in 50 countries, or I've won over 50 championships over the world. You haven't even been to all 50 states, is what I would have said.
Yeah, I think he assumed he hadn't left the state of Florida.
Right.
Which it's Florida it's a lot of places to visit in Florida, a lot of things to see in Florida. So they've got what they call the Panhandle. They've got a handle.
I've got people in the Panhandle.
Do you?
I've got people in Panhandle. Matter of fact, I think I told you this, and I told the listeners here. I've got people down the road from the death of WCW.
Oh.
Remember, it died in Panama City Beach.
Old stomping grounds, huh? You got folks. You got folks everywhere.
I got folks everywhere, man. All right, let's talk a little Smackdown. But first, let's talk Marty Janetty. Matthew, this is the first time I'm talking to you about this. Give me your thoughts. I mean, seriously, what is going on with one half of the Rockers? It's kind of hard, isn't it?
The short answer is I have no idea. This is very disturbing. I mean, it sounds like a man has admitted to the fact that he made another person's whereabouts unknown.
Yes, he quote unquote made a man disappear when he was 13. He wasn't going to have his brother do it. Obviously, the post has been deleted from his Facebook profile, but let's be honest, dude. It's 2020. All somebody had to do was one screen cap, and that thing will never die.
Oh, ever. And here's the thing too. Maybe that's a somewhat, if Marty Janetty, for those who are not familiar, is a former professional wrestler, he's not a magician. When a magician says he made someone disappear, it's part of the gig. But in any other profession outside of magicianship, it's not a good thing.
Right. I mean, it's not like he's in the Magicians Union with Joe Bluth or any of those, or that Ben Stiller character, Tony Wonder, I think his name was, from Arrested Development. But no, Marty Janetty, and he was on a Boston Wrestling MFW YouTube show yesterday to update us and kind of clarify. Again, these are the quote unquote words of Marty Janetty. Working at Victory Lane's bowling alley buying weed from a anti-gay slur is what it says. I don't like the word. I'm not going to use it either. But, I mean, he basically says it, an anti-gay slur. That worked there, and he put his hands on me, Janae said in a now-deleted Facebook post. Quote, he dragged me around the back of the building. You already knew what he was going to try to do, unquote. Quote, that was the first time I made a man disappear. They never found him. Quote, Janetty said. Quote, they should have looked in the Chattahoochee River. Again, his words were, if I couldn't have handled myself, that dude would have raped me, says Janetty. And it's a very serious, accusation. So here's the part that I don't understand. Quote, unquote, I didn't say I killed him. I said he disappeared. Janetty said he jumped out of a car after the man tried to fondle him. He said the man grabbed him by the hair and shirt and dragged him to the back of the bowling alley, throwing him to the ground. I won't lie, I was scared. Janetty said he picked up a brick from the ground and beat the man in the head. I can't say he deserved to die, but he deserved to get his ass beat. I made my mind up that day. Nobody will ever hurt me again. He said he threw the man in a river, then found out on the news that he was missing. All I know is that man, no other kids had to worry about him. It's unclear who the man was and whether or not he died as a result of the encounter with Janetty.
Does that change your interpretation of the initial comment very much?
No, dude. I think he defended himself, and I think he killed a man. But then again, I'm not the cops. I'm not a jury. I'm not a judge. This is an opinion of one meathead.
So something that did not dawn on me until I heard you read you read that back to me. He starts it with, that was the first time. So are we to believe there's been subsequent times?
We're led to believe, but I don't know how much to believe from Marty Janetty. I'm going to be honest. Marty Janetty, I don't know the man.
Well, I know. And here's the thing. I hope there's no truth to this. I hope that Marty Janetty did not kill someone.
Right. So his post yesterday, I think I sent you the picture yesterday, right? Or you sent it to me, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
But his post at the end had something to do with, that was the very first time I made a man disappear. They never found him. They should have looked in the Chattahoochee River. But Winnie, the girl in these pics, I like you so damn much. Probably my favorite. ... Those are, I forget what they call it. Ellipses. But I promised myself way back then nobody would ever hurt me again. That includes you. I loved you, but you can hurt me with your effing Jamaican jealousy. You can go your own way. I don't need you. After all this, honestly, I need them to go find her and make sure she's okay.
Yeah. My goodness.
I defend wrestling on occasion to a fault because I enjoy the show. I like the little bit of the business that I know about. I like wrestling. This is the stuff I can't defend.
Yeah.
This is the dirty side. I mean, because wrestling really comes from a carny world. And, while every profession, every whatever has their good and their bad and their whatever. Wrestling gets a spotlight shined on it because of its bad. I mean, there wouldn't be a show called Dark Side of the Ring if it wasn't for things like this.
Well, and here's the thing too. I mean, one would think that there's got to be some type of legal ramifications that come out of this, because I mean, it'll take a little bit of work, but I imagine there's some paperwork that could be done and some satellites that can line up and, maybe somewhat pinpoint who this person might have been.
Maybe. But again, our legal system has a statute of limitations. And if this is 1973, that's 37 years ago.
Oh,
47 years ago. Excuse me.
Did he give a date in this?
No, he said he was 13, and somebody based it off of the fact that it was he was 13 at the time, based it off as his birth date. So
yeah, and I guess he is technically a juvenile at that point, correct?
Yes, not only a juvenile, but again, statute of limitations. Who's to know, and who's probably ever going to know? But I mean, let's be honest. One, should this have been a public Facebook post? Facebook would be the death of all of us. I mean, seriously. I don't know what kind of we're like I said before, and Marty Janetty, I don't know the man. I don't know his history as far as what he's done in his life. I do know what he's put on the internet, and that doesn't always paint a clear picture. But I do know that this was basically some sort of rambling, some points incoherent babble. But we have to take it for its word, and the authorities, they say, are going to be investigating.
What an absolutely just insane story.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this is. I mean, my goodness. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that was the start of the post, and then the pictures at the bottom, who was that? Why was that grouped with what he had said previously?
Right.
Oh,
I took a minute yesterday to go down his profile, because it's all public, to go down his profile, and he said he had pieces all across the country. My favorite piece from this city, my favorite piece from this city. So, one's mind can ramble. What does he do? Who does he? I mean,
yeah.
Again, he's verbally stating what most of us understood to be the old carny wrestling rock star type of lifestyle, athlete lifestyle. So I don't know. And that's their business. But if I'm anybody of any significance, I go find this girl to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
So what a bizarre story, and what just a story in real life to a story in wrestling. Let's talk about the Fiend. Smackdown tonight. Last week you saw him go after Alexa Bliss and give her the mandible claw right in the center of the ring. I'm surprised he didn't get his eye poked out from the jacket, because there was a lot of studs on that thing.
Just like this podcast, there's a lot of studs on it, huh?
Yep. Oh, and us too. So your thoughts on where this might be heading?
Here's the thing. Maybe they would have gone that direction a while back, but I think WWE's all burned out of the whole, poke your eye thing just for a little while. They need to ease off.
You
of that,
think? Because it's still going on.
Yep.
They're still bringing it up with Dominic and Seth.
Just for a little while. I still think it's going to be a little while before we see, any eyes actually poked out, unless there's like a red rod or BB gun involved.
You got to cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's.
Yeah, that's exactly what you.
You know where that's from? That's a reference to the movie.
I don't. Maybe Citizen Kane.
Nope, yes, it's the Citizen Kane of our time. They're talking to Kevin Pollak, who has like a they called something like a what's the term for a person who has no color, like the Edgar Winter?
Let's see, no pigmentation,
something along that lines. But his one eye had no pigmentation in it, basically. And it was in his one eye. So, Wayne and Garth are looking at him and going, don't worry, we're going to cross all the T's and lowercase J's.
There you go.
What a long setup for something that I saw 20 years ago. Matt Riddle set to put skills to the test against Sheamus. Another match for Matt Riddle. Now, that bounty is technically still on his head as well. How do you see this playing out?
I think Matt Riddle comes out ahead here.
So Sheamus, as we learned from the R-Truth game show, was filming all those bar segments from his actual bar in his house.
Well, fantastic. I mean, a nice little setup, huh? That's a nice little addition.
By the way, I
home.
didn't see it when it first launched. I went back and watched it because it wasn't the first one I saw. But I love Alexa Bliss. She comes off just absolutely adorable on that R-Truth game show. I mean, what a sweetheart. I mean, just fantastic. Now, you got Corey Graves in the back. Oh, no, that wasn't Alexa Bliss. That was Carmella. Corey Graves in the background 16 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he's in the background 16 times with Alexa, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But
they might share a room. Who knows? Jeff Hardy looks to continue his redemption tour against King Corbin, who has the bounty against Matt Riddle. So those could be tied in together, ironically, because Hardy and Sheamus had their deal, and now Corbin and Riddle have their deal. But and the Dirt Sheet is coming back with special correspondent Sonya Deville. Now, I hope they're going to talk about what they did to Mandy Rose's hair.
Here's the thing, though, with the whole bounty angle. You know how I want to see it decided? I want to see it decided in a lumberjack match. Get it? Bounty, the guy on the paper towels, isn't he a lumberjack?
He is a lumberjack. You know who else they should have got? Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we just booked it right there. I mean, I think that's your...
I mean, you have to have Lee Trevino say that Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's your WrestleMania main event next year.
Boy, oh boy. I'm blown away by like I said, the Marty Janetty stuff. But it's fun to talk a little bit of SmackDown. You know, we're not too far off from SummerSlam, and I don't hear any words about what kind of boat it's going to be on, but because I wanted it to be on the SS Minnow is really what I want.
Yeah. No, we haven't. We've heard really nothing else as far as the location, correct? I mean, I guess if we don't hear anything, we're to assume Performance Center.
You know what? If it is on a cruise ship and it's out in international waters, we could have Somalian pirates do a run-in.
Oh, you could. But, I mean, you've got ninjas right now.
I am the captain now. I say Alexa Bliss wins.
You've already got ninjas, so I'm not sure, you know. And if they're in international waters, like there's technically no rules or laws, right? So you could, you know, potentially, I guess, maybe have fans there because you're in uncharted territory, right? If you're international waters, anything goes. You can do anything you want to. There's absolutely no law in international waters, the way I understand it.
Well, then again, you know, my career at Interpol didn't last very long, but and that's why you got to look out for those Somalian pirates. I am the captain now. You ever see that movie, Captain Phillips?
No, I've never seen it.
Go ahead and Google. I am the captain now. So get Vince McMahon a hat like he had. So
like it.
Well, folks, that's been our week. We've gone from talking about SmackDown, talking to Linda Kay back-to-back days on Monday and Tuesday to, you know, Matthew on Wednesday. Damian showed up. We talked to Damian on Thursday and back to Matthew again on Friday. It's been a full week. Again, there was a super show last night. Shane Helms, Damian Nelson, David Hero putting on the big show. Oh, Damian said, I can't even do it. It's too early. The kids aren't up yet. Super show. So that's been there as well. I mean, it's been fantastic. I'm happy to do these. I'm happy that you guys are listening. So, Matthew, closing words before I send us home.
Closing words. I hope everyone has a wonderful and very joyful weekend.
A very Alexa blissful weekend. Exactly. So, for Matthew Thomas, I'm the man they call Meathead. Hey, thanks for stopping by. So long, everyone.